Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's a full Celtic cross spread. This is a love reading. So what's going on in your love life at the moment? I'll do a full Celtic cross spread to find out. I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower and the shell. Now each of these has got a deeper dive to them as well, an extended reading. So if you find that it is your reading or could be your reading, then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread, and I'm also going to get more cards out for you in that deeper dive to give you guidance for what you're going through right now, the situation you find yourself in right now, whether there's something that like emotional advice to deal with what's going on at the moment, or whether there's a change that you need to make, something you need to heal, or some action you need to take. It'll go into that. Also, guidance for you in this relationship or your next relationship as well. So what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out along with possible timelines for that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, where you'll also find your timestamps in order to jump ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal ball? This rose quartz? Would you like the flower or the shell? Take your pick now, use your intuition. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well as you're watching these. I'd love to hear how it's resonating with you and get to know you guys, who it is that I'm reading for. It really helps my channel out as well. Thank you to all of my subscribers for your ongoing support to my channel. You're very much appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Would love to see you in there and give you a mini reading there. So come along sometime. And I do 3 of these pick a card reads a week as well. So click that notification bell down there along with that subscribe button to hear more from me. So there you go. Take your pick now and I will see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal ball, this rose quartz crystal ball along with the Light Seers Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do your full Celtic cross spread here. Now there's going to be a deeper dive to this, an extended reading that goes with it. And so the outcome cards from this Celtic cross will be the ones that I reveal in that deeper dive. And then I'll also go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Guidance for you in this relationship, so what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out along with timelines as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there's going to be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get going on it. What is this reading all about for you? You've got 3 cards out straight away. This is about the Knight of Wands, so this is about a new start, someone moving towards you. It could be about a player kind of an energy. It's not a player kind of an energy, because the Empress here is someone that is respecting you, showing you a lot of respect, that thinks a lot of you, that's kind of wanting some stability with you, wanting to offer you something. The Empress card can be the wife kind of a card, so it's exciting. And 8 of Pentacles, someone wanting to put some work in. So yeah, if you've had like unreciprocal relationships, people not investing in you and investing in the relationship, or, you know, taking action on that. That's not what you got this time. You've got someone, it's an exciting start here. It could be someone that needs to put some work into this, is working toward it already. So they could be overcoming things to be able to step into this relationship. Let's see, someone that's got a lot of respect for you anyway. How do things look on the surface of it? So how is it appearing to be in crystal situation? King of Cups, so someone that's got a lot of love for you. This could be a water sign as well. Kings take charge of the situation as well, so it could appear that it's up to the Divine Masculine to make a step forward here. I was getting that these cards are about the Divine Masculine, about coming forward, about them putting some work in to be able to come forward and offer you something here. So on the surface of it, it appears as if the King of Cups there, the masculine who has those a lot of feelings for you, is the one taking control here. What is behind that really? So it feels like it's up to them. It's up to the masculine right now. or it's up to them and their feelings. So you could be kind of waiting to be chosen by them, or waiting for them to make the first move. And I get it, because if you've been in relationships where they're not treating you like the Empress, where they're not taking that action and putting that work in, the Eight of Pentacles, then you're going to want someone to step up and actually show you that they're investing in you and that they're going to put that work in and make that effort. You probably need that, Empress. And if you've been doing the work on yourself, which the Empress card suggests too, so that you are respecting yourself and valuing yourself. You're not just going to let anyone in your life. They need to kind of prove themselves to you. And I feel like the Divine Masculine here is going to step up, and they know that they need to do that, I'm sure. What's really behind that is the Five of Wands, so putting something into practice here. So they know that they've got to come forward. They're putting something into practice first, though. They're practicing it. Either they're practicing their approach. They're making an effort here already. So there's some work that they're putting into it behind the scenes, maybe to be available to you. You might not be aware of that, of the work that they're putting in behind the scenes. What's in your past energy, recent past, to do with this connection? What's the recent past to do with this connection? Eight of Wands, so there's been communication. It feels like there's communication in from them, so maybe they approached you. It feels to me like there was forward movement and then stagnation. So they could have made a preliminary kind of attempt at connection. Maybe then realize that you're the Empress, that there's more to this, and they needed to take a step back and get prepared for it properly. So there could be something in that Knight of Wands. They might have come through, first of all, a very light-hearted kind of a player, kind of an energy, just attracted to you and making approach, and then they're like, hang on a minute, when they get to know you, hang on a minute, there's more to this. This is actually someone that I want to be with. Withdrawn their energy to actually get ready properly for this connection, whatever that means to them, whether they've got to sort out financial stuff or previous relationships or family stuff for some as well. Anyway, in the recent past there has been communication come in. They did make an approach to you. It might not have been sustained though, is what I'm hearing. What's coming in the near future for crystals? Whoa, a big love offer. So they are coming in. Okay, for a big love offer, so they really are getting ready for this, whatever it is. People have different ideas, don't they? Sometimes the Divine Masculine can want to be the provider, and that they want that to be their place, or they believe that is their place, and so they want their financial stability, or they just, whatever their belief system is. Especially because you've got the Empress in the middle here as well, so they're really respecting you. Whatever their ideas around that are, they will want to get prepared to offer you something really big here. What else is this about? I'm also going to get some bonus cards out, these love cards as well, so stick around for those. This reading is also about Two of Wands, about the choice of action to take. Now this is about you, not about them. They've chosen their line of action here. They're practicing, they're getting ready, they're putting effort into it already, even though that you're not seeing it. It's all happening underneath the surface, all that action that they're taking here. And they're going to come in with this big offer. But you've got a choice to make of the action to take now. So what do you do about it? I don't know. What energy have you been in? Have you been kind of worried about this, thinking that nothing's happening, thinking that maybe you need to bite the bullet and get in touch with them or something like that? You're very undecided about that, of what action to take. It feels like, I said, with the King of Cups coming up there, on the surface of it, it feels to you like the masculine, the Divine Masculine in this needs to take charge of it. I think they are. I think they know that, and they are. So the choice kind of isn't yours at the moment. Some choice is yours. I just want to get another card out for that. So you're not sure what to do now. Tell us more about this. Nine of Swords, it's causing you anxiety. So you're wanting to kind of take charge of this, but you're not in charge of it at the moment. I think it's just time for you to receive. And so you just need to manage this anxiety and manage how you're focusing on it and how you're feeling about it right now. From this reading, you're getting that guidance that they are putting work into it. They are getting ready for it. even though they're not involving you in it right now, is because when they do involve you in it, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be this huge love offer, and then them coming in to kind of claim you, is what I feel. So what are your fears? What are your fears, crystals? What are your fears in this? What are your fears in this? In this love situation? What are crystals' fears? Hanged Man. Fearing changing man. You're fearing like seeing it wrong. You're fearing that you are fooling yourself here. You're fearing that you've got it totally wrong. You're feeling like you're fooling yourself. So you're almost afraid of them coming in and saying, no, I'm not putting any work in. No, I'm off with someone else. This isn't what I want. Terrifying. I feel like your intuition is telling you that they're making a move here. But because it's all happening behind the scenes in their life, because they are taking control of it, there's that unknown. There's that unknown here that's causing you anxiety. Yeah, so you're afraid it's not appearing. It's not as it appears. Or you're afraid that they're going to change their mind as well. What about hopes? So you're hoping for this to be a strong connection, like to stay strong in this, that they're going to be strong as well. So whatever it is that they're doing, you might be aware of what they're doing. Let me know what it is in the comments to get prepared for this. But you're hoping that they're going to be strong in that. And so say if they're having to quit something or having to sort family problems out or whatever, you're maybe fearing that they aren't going to be strong in that they're going to change their mind and they're just going to acquiesce and they're going to carry on with what they were doing before. You're hoping to be strong in this and that they're going to be strong in it as well, for this to be a strong connection. So you're really pinning your hopes on this. So the outcome, those cards came out very fast then. The outcome, I'm going to reveal these cards to you in the deeper dive there for the outcome. But let's get you some bonus cards out now. So tell us more for crystals. Tell us more about this love connection and how they're feeling about crystal. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Strong message for you there, crystals. I feel that that's for you rather than how they feel about you, is that really focus on yourself and do the self-loving thing here. You do have to manage this anxiety, and how you're tripping out about all of this. There's no action for you to take now apart from the self-love thing and managing yourself is what I'm feeling here. Let's get one of these out for you. Tell us more for crystals. Wow, 3 cards. Lots of bonus cards out here. Be humble. Be humble. So you don't need to know. I think get ready to receive from this masculine here. I do feel like they're gonna come in with a big offer here. Let your fears dissolve. So it's more about self-management at the moment. Let those fears dissolve. And believe your good luck. Believe in your good luck. Like, believe great things are happening for you. It feels like they are. It feels like you are unnecessarily causing yourself anxiety here. Maybe because you just think it should happen already, because you're waiting for it. It could be that. Tell us more. Tell us more for crystals. More bonus cards for you. Control. So there's control issues going on here. That could be why you're tripping out about it, why you're wanting to take control here. You're the 2 of Wands. You're wanting to have, some action that you can take. Wands are about action, and because you can't take any action on it at the moment, it's tricky. So control issues could be coming through here. You wanting to take control of it because that eases your anxiety if you were to take action on it, When we take action, it always eases the anxiety. But it's theirs to take action, especially with this Empress card in the middle here of this reading, They do need to be the one that comes forward and prove to you that they are going to take action on this and going into the relationship too. Once you guys are together, they need to keep on taking action and invest in this relationship. They need to prove that to you, that they're going to do that. So hold your head up high, stay in that Empress energy, know what it is that you deserve, and just try and manage your anxiety there. Got flirt here, so I feel that this is how it's going to happen. Is it's going to lighten up. You're going to start flirting with each other. There's going to be this huge offer coming in from them. Oh wow. Well, you have orgasm here, so yes, it's very, very strong sexual connection here between you both. Specialness, so there's something very special about them. Both looking at each other's pictures there. You think highly of each other, very special to each other, very unique. There's something right about you both for each other. But there's been mistakes made in this union, so it's not been squeaky clean from the start. It feels like that. It feels like it started off with this player kind of an energy. They're maybe approaching you in that way, maybe fun and flirty, and not thinking that it was more than that. And there's been mistakes made in this union. It feels like the universe might have stepped in to stop that from proceeding. So if there was a tricky start in this, well, we'll see what the outcome cards are in the deeper dive there. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for the guidance. So I'm going to give you guidance in the situation you find yourself in right now, dealing with this anxiety and this wanting to take control and wanting to take action on it. Also, guidance for you in this relationship. What else do you need to know about them and yourself, and possible dynamics, and how to make it work really well, and how is this all going to play out, along with possible timelines? If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of thing, so you do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So check in those places. Once you find that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, you'll see information about the reading. You'll see a special free gift in there as well. And you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of the video and you can watch it right away. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what's going on for you. I love hearing from you guys, and it really helps my channel out when you do that as well. Thank you to all my subscribers for your ongoing support to my channel. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update for the collective. I do 3 of these picker cards. 3 of these picker card reads a week, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in and give you a mini reading there, so come along sometime. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower and the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do that full Celtic cross for you, find out what's going on in your love lives. Now, as always, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. In that extended reading, I will reveal the outcome card from this Celtic cross spread, and I will also go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Whatever it is that you need to do, if you need to take action or whatever. Heal something, let something go, see things in a different way. And guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out along with timeline. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there's going to be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get some cards out for you and find out what is going on in your love lives. Flowers, what's going on? Feeling like you are bound here, like you're not in control, like you're bound maybe to repeating situations. Things are going really slowly now to materials. You might have been single for a very long time. You might be trying to get into a relationship and it just doesn't seem to be happening. Feels like you're bound to repeating patterns here. Something about the slowness of it. Still single. You're still single, or this is about a relationship that seems to be in this eternal pattern kind of thing. Never progressing forward. They're not taking it to the next stage. It's a lack of progression here, or it's so slow it's barely moving. It appears like it's not moving. How is it on the face of it? How is it on the face of it for flowers? This love situation that flowers find themselves in is heartbreaking because of some negativity around it, or this could be an addiction and the burdens, or this codependency. Okay, taking on the burdens of someone that's got an addiction or some kind of a negative energy in their life. You're wanting to fix it. It's heartbreaking that you can't. So there's an impediment here to moving forward. That's why it's going so slow, because someone's got to sort themselves out here. Now, if you're not in a relationship at the moment, for those of you that it just seems to be so slow moving your love life, like no one's coming forward, what's going on here? This could just be a pattern that you've got in taking on the burdens of other people, wanting to fix them, getting into a relationship to help them, to mother them, to fix them, that kind of thing. Finding a wounded person to fix and help them. Could be attracted to those. And why do we get attracted to those kind of people? Because we recognize our past selves in them. The wounded part of ourselves wants to help other people. In those, we project our wounds onto other people. We recognize them, like they feel like my kind of person because I recognize that wound, I've had that wound, or I still have that wound. This is why you could be bound to repeating patterns here. That's how it appears on the surface anyway. What's really behind that? So you might keep on finding the same kind of people. What's really behind that is a painful ending. Let me just get more out about that. What about this painful ending? You've had a painful ending in the past, and you're kind of repeating it. The Empress. And so, yeah, this is about your growth. So what you're going through at the moment is about your growth. It's not so much about getting into a relationship, but it's more about your growth, so that you can put an end to this painful stuff in the past. And I feel like the pain of the past, the wounds of the past, have got you in a codependent pattern. They've got you responding attractive-wise, or sexually, or all of that attraction to wounded people, because you've not yet healed those wounds yourself properly, or completely let them go. Is you keep on choosing the wrong type, and so the universe won't let you move forward with them because they're not the right ones for you. And I know it can feel really compelling, because when you're wounded, we tend to get together with spiritual people, and really the wounded people, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But when people are in the process of healing themselves, they get into all of those spiritual things, and they form groups. They're attracted to each other, of course. It's the law of attraction. But it's not necessarily... It's good when you're healing yourself. They're wound mates, right? And they help you to heal. And it's kind of safe emotionally to be with them. But there comes a point in your healing when you've healed from that stuff. You no longer want to be with those people that are into the spiritual stuff, because they're unhealed, and you've realized the woundedness in there. And it's no longer helpful. They kind of pull you back into that wounding. It feels to me like you're coming out of that now, but you're not yet out of it. You're still bound to repeating patterns, which is why your love life is slow to progress here, because you're still letting go of that wounding, of that pain, to become the Empress. So your love life seems wholly disappointing at the moment because of codependency. Codependency being attracted to the wounded ones and then trying to fix and help them. Now, it could be that you're a healer and you need to do that in your work, such as the way that I'm doing it here. Heal yourself first and then you help other people out in your work. I do not do this in my relationships anymore. I used to be in this energy before, and I don't. Like, there's no way I would be attracted now to somebody who is in that energy, a customer, or I'm just not interested in that. Because I want someone that's healed too, that's done the work, and they've come out the other side of that. So they're going to be interested in completely different things. I don't need to have someone that's into the healing work. I don't need to have someone that's into the tarot or any of that stuff. In fact, I don't want people that are to be in my love life, because I want a healthy relationship. And so I feel like you're in this transition at the moment. What about the past energy? Your past energy. Chariot, so you've been wanting to move forward. Yes. There's a strong desire there of wanting to move forward, but your spirit's kind of holding you back, going, I'm not sure you're quite ready. And you're like, but I am ready. I've got this motivation. I want to do it. I want to be in a relationship. It's like, yeah, but you're still not quite the Empress yet. You still haven't empowered yourself yet and feeling really good and knowing what it is that you truly want and truly deserve. You've still got like one foot in the past and are kind of recreating old patterns to do with codependency. What about the future? What energy is coming in the near future? Night of Inspiration. It's going to be, yeah, great. Night of Inspiration, very exciting. Someone coming in with passion, wanting to move ahead, move forward with them. Two of voices, being unsure there, so your fears kick in. Oh, it's exciting. I want to move ahead with them, but oh God, is it more of the same? Is this another narcissist? You know, because with your energy, you're likely to be attracted to addicts or people that just aren't helping themselves, and you try and help them. You could be attracted to narcissists as well. Yeah, someone that's in this energy is going to attract and be attracted to all kinds of people like that aren't kind of doing the work. Well, they might be doing the work, but maybe not where you're at right now. And so there's a bit of fear here. Knight of Inspiration can be a player as well, so it's exciting. You've got a strong passion for it, but then something in the back of your mind says, yeah, but I had a strong passion for that person in the past, and that turned out to be a narcissist. And I had a strong passion for that person in the past, and it turns out, you know, they were unhealed, and the relationship never progressed, or it became a burden to me, you know. Yeah, a bit of a trepidation. What is this reading also about? It's about you having boundaries, you empowering yourself and having boundaries. I mean, that's why the Empress has come out there along with the Ten of Swords, is that this is about your growth at the moment. You need to grow at the moment. Almost become a different person. No, become who you really are without the wounding is what it is. Boundaries and empowerment is behind that. And so you getting into that Queen of Voices energy. She's got boundaries. She knows when to say no. Very clear about herself in her mind. She's not so much ruled by her emotions anymore and just going for whatever feels good. Because whatever feels good is often what is familiar to us. And what's familiar to you is pain and wounding. Not a good thing. Not a good thing to listen to our hearts when we're like that. So it's empowerment stage for you now. And it comes after healing, it does. After you've healed yourself, then you need to empower yourself. Get more in the mind kind of thing, balancing the mind and the emotions up there, so that you can make good decisions for yourself, so that the universe doesn't have to save you anymore, so that you're saving yourself. Learning how to say no, learning how to have boundaries, learning where one person begins and where they end, and where you begin and where you end. No longer projecting your wounds onto someone else and being attracted to them because of your old wounds. You know why we do that? We do that because we know our past self, our past wounded self, deserve love. So it's like a failed or inappropriate attempt at self-love. But what you need to do now is love yourself now in the moment. The answer is not to love someone who is in the energy of you were in your past. The answer was to have loved yourself in the moment in the past. And so instead of always looking back and trying to love your past self, be in the moment now and love your current self and know what it is that you deserve now. That's the empowering step to take. What are your fears? What are your fears, flowers? I can see a lot of fears on the table here. You're fearing that you're trapped. You're fearing this heartbreak. You're fearing even making a decision moving forward because you're not sure of whether you've ended these patterns. Fearing the same thing happening over again, for sure. What are your fears? Page of Materials. How interesting. You're fearing the work that's required for what it is that you're dreaming of. It's in the unknown here, right? So you've had a difficult life, flowers. And all you know is the difficult life and then the healing from it. You don't know what's beyond that. Well, let me tell you, I didn't either, but it's so much better what's beyond that. I had to go through this stage first of learning my boundaries, kind of shutting myself off from everyone until I could trust myself in that, and then build my life up from there with positive choices of who to choose, especially who to choose in my life. And it was a very strong time of self-love here. So you're worried about what that work's going to be and whether you're up to it and whether you're good enough for it. You're imagining what it could be like to have a healthy relationship, but kind of scared of the work that goes into that. Scared because what if you do it and what if it's not all it's cracked up to be? What if it's not what you truly want? Well, but then you just keep on going on this, you know, and learning. But I can highly recommend it. There's so much better relationships beyond this empowerment stage. So much better. What are your hopes? What are your hopes, flowers? Seven of Voices. This is the card of deception. It's so bizarre in readings in these Celtic cross spreads when you get positive cards out for the fears and you get negative cards out for the hope. This is kind of saying that you're hoping you're going to be wrong. And I get that. You're hoping you're deceiving yourself here. And I get that. There's a part of you that believes that you can make these past relationships work, that you can stay where you are, where there is no progression beyond here. In other words, this is saying that your hopes are that you're wrong, that you need to come out of this energy and progress from here. How else can I say it? You're hoping that the past can still work. You're hoping that you can do what you did and get what you want from it, and that's never going to happen. So no wonder the Eight of Voices is the first card that came out, because you are kind of bound to repeating patterns, and you're kind of wanting to do that here. You're kind of wanting to repeat patterns here. Or no, you want to repeat the pattern, but you want it to be different. Like you want the outcome to be different. And it's not going to be. There's a change required here. You to step into this Empress energy, which comes after the Queen of Voices energy. Comes after you've got strong boundaries. Then with the strong boundaries, then you truly realize what you deserve, and you've got that high self-value, that self-worth, self-respect, self-esteem, all of those self-words, and then you make really positive choices from there and expect really great things. So let's get your cards out for the outcome of all of this. I'll reveal these cards, but that one already revealed itself. Okay, so you've got 3 cards. Nice, yeah, okay. That's kind of a good outcome. So I'll reveal those in the deeper dive read, but let's get some bonus cards out first. Tell us more. Tell us more for flowers. Tell us more for flowers. And in that deeper dive, I won't just reveal those, I will also go into guidance. I mean, yeah, this is going to be an important deeper dive for you guys if you're resonating with this, because guidance of the next stage is this Queen of Voices, how to do that, how to get into that energy, and then the Empress energy, and then the relationships that you've got coming. Your next relationship, let's get into that too. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. So you need to accept your situation at the moment. Accept your situation at the moment, where you're at the moment. You want to move forward, you want to be ready, but you're not quite ready. There's inner work to do first. Inner work to do first before you're ready to move into a relationship here. So if you're feeling trapped and things are moving really slowly, that's the universe trying to help you out here. It knows that you want to do this inner work first. You don't want to have a repeat pattern. You don't want to just get into the same kind of relationship again. You don't need to learn the hard way, you know. What else? What else do flowers need to know here? Be proud of yourself. Yes, be proud of yourself. You've obviously done a lot of healing work already. Be proud of that. You know, it's not everyone that does this healing work. You know that, right? It's not everyone that does this healing work. And those that do are headed toward much better relationships than anyone else has. If you're looking around you, seeing all these people in relationships. The guys say to me, when I do that, I'm like, Claire, you've already rejected those relationships. You've had relationships like that and you've rejected it. You know that you deserve better than that. Those people have stuck with that. They're settling for that. You can look from the outside and think, oh, they've got what it is that I want. But my guys assure me that it's not what I want. And doing this inner work is leading us to the positive relationships that we actually want. What else do flowers need to know about the love life here? Oh, that's sweet. Have hope. Have hope. Don't lose the hope. Chemistry. You're going to have strong chemistry with somebody. And heartbreak is out with that. In other words, part of your problem here is the strong chemistry that you've had with someone in the past that you're attracted to, and the pain that came from that relationship. And now you're kind of afraid of chemistry with somebody because of that. It's not the chemistry that led to heartbreak, it was the patterns that led to heartbreak. So it's not about the chemistry. Your chemistry isn't off here. Your attraction pattern isn't off. But you have been attracted to your past self, to your wounded self. Just know that. Security. You are going to find this security. You need to take care of your own heart first. It's the self-love first. It always is. What else do flowers need to know? So when you find that security within yourself, which is what the Queen of Voices does, she learns how to be very strict in a way with her energy. I'm not just going to give it away to anyone. Have strong boundaries. What else? Naivety. Yes, you're going to learn about yourself on this journey and not be so naive, giving your heart away to just anybody. But love is a manipulation, so you've been easily manipulated in the past by lovers, so getting caught up in the feelings, you know, and trusting that and going, oh, they're my twin flame, when they're not. You're attracted to them because, yeah, because of a joint energy, wounded energy. Cynicism has come as a result of that, so yeah, it's scary for you, but you are on this path to love. To that true love that you want. You are on the path to that. You will be happy in the end, but there's some way to go here for learning about yourself, is what I'm getting here. So if that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story, flowers, then you might want to get that deeper dive for more information about this. I'm going to reveal what these outcome cards are here, and I'm also going to pull more cards out for your current situation. Let's help you through this, get into this Queen of Voices, this empowered energy, and then this Empress energy, so that you can actually get a relationship that you really want. And let's talk about a future relationship as well, your next relationship, and the dynamics within that too, because it kind of feels like you're single here, or you're barking up the wrong tree with someone that's not right for you. If you do have your eye on somebody. So we'll get into that, guidance, dynamics in your next relationship, and also how this might all play out along with timelines as well. You might want to know that for a little bit of hope and encouragement here. Hope. So if you are interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of thing, so you do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, when you find it, there'll be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that flower, and on a device where you can open PDFs. And when you open that PDF, it's got a hair attached. When you open that PDF, you will see that there's some information about the reading, that there's a special free gift in there as well, and then there's a picture of a video. Click on the picture of the video and you can watch that. Sometimes it has a triangle and it's dead obvious in there, and if you read the words, it tells you to click on it anyway in the PDF. But you know, we don't all have the best attention spans these days or read everything. I know I certainly don't anyway. So on some devices it doesn't have a triangle, you can't clearly see it's a video, so that's why I tell you in here to click on that picture and you can watch it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down here. Leave a comment as well. Tell me what's going on here. Has this resonated with you? Has it taught you something new? And thank you to all my subscribers for your ongoing support of my channel. You're all very much appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I do 3 of these pick a card reads a week, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. I'd love to see you in there. So good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the Shell and the Dark Mansion Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's get your full Celtic cross spread out for your love reading here. Now, as always, Shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading. So if you find that this is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread. And I'm also going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. Pull some more cards for that. Whether there's something you need to heal or change your approach to, or some action that you need to take, it's that. Guidance for you right now in this moment. Guidance for you in this relationship as well, or your next relationship. What you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, how to make it work really well. And also, how this might all play out, along with timelines for that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get your cards out. What is this reading all about for Charles? Give you a better view here. What's this reading all about? It's about the Three of Pentacles. It's about plans. You got plans with someone. You got plans for your love life, or you've got plans with someone in particular here. I wonder if your plans are going to work out. Let's find out. So, what's crossing you? What's crossing you in this energy? I just realised in the flowers reading, I didn't do what's crossing them. Oh, I missed that out. Did I do it in the crystal? I don't know. Anyway, I'm remembering for you guys. What's crossing you in this? What's crossing your energy? So what's hindering you? Okay, that wanted to come out to the Lovers. Alright, choices in love. And the Queen of Cups, what you're open to here. So loving and nurturing and what you're open to. Love, love, love. So you might be in love with love here. You might be very susceptible to falling in love. Easy, heart on the sleeve kind of a thing. Kind of an energy here. So you're planning on something, but there's all of this love and lovey energy that's crossing you here. So your heart's kind of, this is very mind energy, you know, the Three of Pentacles, planning, collaborations, all that kind of thing. This is all the cups, all the emotional energy, which is hindering you. So how you're feeling is hindering you. How do things look on the face of it? So on the surface, how does it appear on the surface for Charles? You got the Knight of Cups, so a love offer here. Queen of Swords, boundaries, or saying no. And the Empress, wow, I like this. So these two together, this tells me of the healing journey. So you heal yourself, you get boundaries, and then you start doing the self-loving thing. In between here is the shadow work. So you draw up boundaries, you do the shadow work, and then you self-love, and that's the healing process. So you've been going through this process, is how it appears on the surface of it. And then in comes the Knight of Cups with a love offer for you. Ooh, the answer to my prayers. I'm all in my feels. Ooh, this could be the one. Is it? Is it the one? Well, I've healed myself now, and I've certainly changed. Yes, you've certainly changed your energy. I can see that in the cards. But look at this warning here. The Lovers and the Queen of Cups here. It's like your heart might be betraying you here. Your feelings might be betraying you. Let's not call it your heart. Let's just call it your feelings there. What's really behind that though? In comes this Knight of Cups. Someone to give you a love offer here. So I'm guessing that you guys, you've got someone new in your life. You've got your eye on someone. Or it's a new relationship kind of thing, and you're wondering how it's going here and if they're the one for you. And you're totally in your feels about them. You're like, this is wonderful. I'm falling in love again. This is part of my plan. What's really behind this though? That's too many. What's really behind this? Again, too many. What's going on with the cards? Let's clear this energy. Okay. That's better. Okay, what's really behind that is Two of Pentacles. Things are up in the air. You're not so sure about it. That's why you've come to a reading, right? Your feelings are telling you you're sure about it, and that this is part of your plan, and that you've healed yourself now, and then so now you're attracting the right one. But it's still up in the air. You might change your mind about it yet. Holding your energy back from it because it's unknown, so you're so not sure. You're rightfully wary of your emotions here, of what you're open to now. You've been down this route before, haven't you? You've learned from it. So you're not sure. You're not sure at all about this person, which is why you're coming to a reading. Are you really ready? Is it a repeat of the past, or experiences that you've had in the past. Have you really healed yourself, and are you really ready? Are you really attracting something different now? Well, I can tell you that you'll attract every which kind of thing. You'll always attract that past energy, but you'll recognize it, hopefully. You'll recognize it if you have learned, and you'll say no to it. Have you really healed? So, past energies, what happens in your recent past? What's happened for Charles in the recent past? Yes, a love offer. So that Knight of Cups did come in and give you a love offer, or they've come into your life in some kind of a way. King of Wands, very passionate, coming in to claim you. So could be a very confident person kind of thing. That's very attractive, King of Wands. And the High Priestess, always attracted to you because of your intuition and all of that. So because of this feely energy. Is that a good thing? Maybe not. Maybe not. Why do I say that? Well, if someone's attracted to the High Priestess, it could be High Priestess energy, the intuitive ones. When they're unhealed, they can be very open to being manipulated, as in someone could come along and go, I'm your soulmate, and they'll just believe it because they've got feelings for that person. Now, the feelings could be that they're just familiar to them, and toxic can be familiar, don't forget. And so sometimes the intuitive one, yes, has got great intuition, but in relationships can often be blind in that, and just going off feelings. It's not necessarily intuition. In other words, even though your intuition's good, it's not always intuition. Sometimes it's toxic patterns, sometimes it's familiar toxicity. It's not intuition. So you might still be in that process of figuring out what is intuition. So beware the person that is attracted to the High Priestess. King of Wands that goes in to claim her. You know, narcissists are attracted to the High Priestess. Why? Because the High Priestess can appear like superstitious, and there's nothing more than the narcissist likes is that someone to dive into it. That's what the narcissist wants to do. It wants to get someone who's got these superstitions so that they can get into a relationship fast with them. Someone that's just going to trust and dive into it, because that's what they want to do. They want to get someone hooked. They want to love bomb, get someone hooked really fast, and then for the relationship to deteriorate and get away with more and more and more and more once they've got them hooked in. That's the way that the narcissist works, and that's why they look for a High Priestess, is because the High Priestess, one of the few people that kind of switch off the mind and don't use their brains and discern that this is what's happening, and are more likely to dive in and trust their intuition about somebody. Careful. So no wonder there's a bit of trepidation here. You've been healing yourself and empowering yourself, and that is great. But are you truly ready? But yeah, I think you're conscious of this. We're consciously wary of yourself, and consciously wary of this person that's come in here in the past. King of Wands, you know, they come in and claim you. They come in and take what it is that they want. That can be a great energy, you know, if they've worked on themselves and if you recognize that's a self-loving person. That's great. But if it's not, it could also be a narcissist too, or a player, or someone that is good at manipulation. What's coming in the next future, in the recent future, in the, you know, immediate future? Six of Swords. Being led out of choppy waters. I feel like it's you leading yourself out of choppy waters here. I feel like this is a conscious process that you're going through, which is why the Three of Pentacles comes out here. I feel like you guys, you Charles, you have been doing a lot of work on yourself. Obviously, you've got the Queen of Swords and the Empress there. That's showing me that. You're unsure about it. That's good. It's good to be wary of yourself. You've got a mind plan here. You know that you've been susceptible in the past by being the High Priestess. You're leading yourself out of choppy waters here. Good for you. What else is this reading about? About communication coming in. This reading is about getting you ready for the communication coming in. So if there's a bit of a lull at the moment with this person that I'm talking about here, they're coming back in soon with some communication. You need to be ready for that. So you need to have that clarity before they come back in. Planning, using your mind, clarity before that communication comes in. What are your fears? Being left out in the cold, missing out again, and the Queen of Wands of Queen of Wands, fear of the Queen of Wands is fear that they're with someone else, that there's a cheating situation going on, that they've got someone else. Queen of Wands can be a third party kind of an energy, a mistress kind of an energy. Being left out in the cold, they've got someone else, you're worried about that. So that could be kind of a trigger for you, is that you've been cheated on in the past. You're worried that this person's doing it, and if they are the toxic version of the King of Wands, they could very well be doing that. Narcissists will go from one person to another with no break in between, or have them on the go. Generally got more. They triangulate a lot, so they'll pit you against someone else. Just keep you on your toes, you know. They'll talk about their ex. They'll talk about maybe they want to get back together with their ex. They'll keep you feeling nervous about it like that. They'll keep you trying to keep them. Watch out. What are your, so they're your fears. I think they're founded fears. What are your hopes? What are your hopes in this situation? What are your hopes in this situation? I'm going to take that one. The Two of Wands. You're hoping to have like a clear decision to take decisive action on this. You're hoping for a King of Cups. Someone that's really, really loves you, really and truly loves you. Yeah, you're wanting to have a lot of clarity about clear and decisive action about this. Your hopes are, there's one more. I'm hearing that there's one more to get out here. What else? What else are Charles hoping for here? There it is. Wheel of Fortune, to get lucky this time. It's not about luck. It's not about luck. Like I said, you're going to attract every kind of person. I still attract narcissists. I still attract the unhealed. I attract everybody now. But I know, I can recognize the energies now of someone that's healthy and someone that isn't healthy. I can recognize the narcissist now to say no to them. So it's not about luck. It's not true. That law of attraction teaching that, well, if we clear up our energy, then we will only attract the good. That's not true. Don't believe that. You'll attract everything. The shinier you are, the more you'll attract every kind of energy. And so that's why it's so important that you do this work, this Queen of Swords work, to be able to protect yourself, because you'll be very attractive to all kinds of people. So let's get your outcome cards out, and I will reveal these outcome cards in the deeper dive. There's one of them. 2. Any more? What's your outcome for Charles? Nope, I feel that that's it. So there's 2. Oh, nice. Okay, so there's your outcome cards. Let's get you some bonus cards out. What else for Charles? So I will reveal those outcome cards in the deeper dive. I'll also go into guidance for you here, so you can get really clear on it, because I feel like you want to move forward with this person, but you're just so scared that it's more of the same of the past, and you're worried about that. So we need to get you some clarity of how to decide. I'm not going to tell you in this reading whether they are or not. I'm going to tell you how to be clear on that yourself, because it's that skill that you need, right? You don't need me just tell you yay or nay. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And you need to know, when we say love transforms and conquers all things, just if you love someone enough, it's not going to transform the relationship, right? It's self-love that conquers and transforms all things. So your relationship with yourself is about to deepen, and relationship with another is about to deepen because of that. The self-love leads you to be available to and able to recognize those positive relationships with someone else that's loving themselves. And that kind of relationship is going to deepen. It's going to be that deep relationship that you want, that King of Cups energy that you want. Someone that can truly love you. That's what you want, is to choose someone like that now. You want to be the person that is able to choose someone like that now, to able to recognize someone like that and get into a healthy relationship with them, which requires a certain approach too. What else? What else do Charles need to know about now? Take a breather. Give yourself a rest. You don't need to rush into this. And if they are a healthy person, they won't be rushing you anyway. Like I said, narcissists, they want to rush into it. They choose a high priestess because they'll rush into it too. They'll trust what they think is their intuition. Narcissists play on that. Careful. Someone that's really healthy will not rush you into it. They'll be waiting. They'll be happy to wait. In fact, they will want to wait. They will want to take it slowly because that's the healthy approach that I was talking about. To really get to know. Whenever we meet somebody new, whether it's a friend or colleague or customer or lover, someone we're dating, we don't meet the real them at first. We meet the show. We meet the them show. We put a mask on when we first meet people. We can't help but do it. And we're trying to impress people when we first meet them, you know? Even if you think of like a job, think about going on an interview in a job. They don't get to know the real you when you're interviewing. They get to know your show, the show of you. So, take it very slowly. Someone that is healthy is going to take it really slowly for that very reason. They don't want a you show. They want to get past that and find out who you really are, see you in many different situations before they will really want to move forward into a relationship. It's the opposite of what a narcissist does. A narcissist wants to get in super, super fast, wants to convince you of it, so that the relationship is super, super fast at the start and then they can decline it after that. Healthy person does it the other way around, gets into it really slowly, gets to know you before they will commit and say, yes, I want to be in this relationship. You need to know where there's strings attached and when there isn't. So we'll try and teach you that in the deeper dive. How to recognize when there's the strings attached and when there's not. You regret, yeah, because you're still feeling the pain of the past when you've gone for it, right? Don't want any more regrets here. I'm going to nip this in the bud and really recognize and have all the information that you can about these past relationships that you've been in so that you don't do it again. What else? Open up, but you're wanting to open up here. And so you're probably feeling like you're closed at the moment and you think that that's a wrongness in you, and it's not. Protecting yourself. Queen of Swords. Protect yourself. But you want to open up. We all want to open up, right? You're wanting this. Love is this Queen of Cups. You want that. You really want to be open and loving. Yes, I get it. I get it. There's a slow process to get there, though. Really trust someone first and really know them before you do that. Unconditional love. Oh, it's great, isn't it? But we don't want to be handing that shit out willy-nilly. We only want to give it to our children, in fact. And someone who decides and chooses and invests into a relationship, someone that we've known a long time, that we are actually choosing in a relationship that is loving us unconditionally too, then we do it back. We don't just hand that stuff out, because this isn't true, what this said here about unconditional love. Is it on here? Love conquers and transforms all things. We can't love people into health. It doesn't work. What else? What else does Shells need to know in this? Happiness. Let's get one more out. One. That one. So, oh yeah, happiness. You're headed toward this. You need to know that. You're not there yet. We'll get you there though. You've got next out, push me, pull me. So it's the same as strings attached. Easily manipulated. You're easily manipulated at the moment, so be careful. Infidelity. And you guys as well, because you're in this very intuitive kind of an energy and all this cupsy energy, you might be very susceptible to believing someone's your twin flame, and very susceptible to teachings that tell you toxic information, pulling that toxic behavior in relationships means that you're twin flame. Like, I've never heard any such anti-spiritual, anti-healthy relationship teachings ever than that twin flame crap. It's just so toxic, that teaching to, oh, this unhealthy behavior, that means that's a sign that you're twin flame. That's a sign to run the hell away, more like. Infidelity. So this bothers you. You're easily manipulated here, and we need to get you out of that energy. So let's help you out with that in the deeper dive, and I'll reveal these outcome cards as well. Whew! Been a bit full on this time, these readings. So if that sounds like it is your story, could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for that guidance and for these outcome cards as well. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of thing. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So once you find that email, it will come straight away somewhere in your email account. So search it out. Once you find it, open it up. There will be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and the shell. You need to click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, you will see that there is some information about the reading, that there's a special free gift in there, and also there's a picture of a video. You need to click on that picture of the video. And you can watch it right away. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well about what you got out of this reading and all of that. Really helps my channel out when you do that. And I love hearing from you guys as well. Thank you to all of my subscribers for your ongoing support of my channel. You're all very much appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year. I do 3 of these pick a card reads a week, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. I'd love to see you in there and give you a mini read in there. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.